What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with some more haul videos. So, I was fortunate enough today that the mailman was running on time and before time. It is 1 o'clock this time Central, and usually it's 3:30 to 4-ish, and even later now that the mail's been backed up since the corona and all that other kind of stuff hit. But it's some more goodies. And I get to go live again today as a result, or choose to go live again as a result. If anybody cares to join me live, that is certainly doable. And anybody that watches this on the rewind, in either case, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button and the bell notification if you'd like to know when videos like this drop. Because they're random. They're random a lot of times. Random. So there you go. I'm going to put this out there so that if anybody decides that they want to join live. So yeah, just opening some boxes here. So first package is to Thunder God. I'm trying to remember what I bought from Thunder. Picked up my phone and your bell rung. Well, I do appreciate that you've got that bell notification on. Hey, head out to work, make some money, live the dream. Glad you dropped in. But yeah, so Thunder God. Thunder God. Oh, well, that's Thunder Cats, but anyway, Thunder God, who, by the way, I will be on his channel tonight. We will be having an auction, and that is at 9:30. 9:30 Central or 9:30 Eastern. Go over to his channel, check it out. He's already got the thumbnail up, and we will be over there selling some comics. It is more of a laid-back type of atmosphere. It's just the two, sometimes three of us. We cut timers short. We move on if it's not working out. And so it is very low-key. You probably, if you're looking for the Venom 25s or Venom 3s of the world, probably not going to find it there. We just throw some low-grade books up there, maybe some older stuff, and it's all good. Yeah. Forgot about that. So I did pick up these Star Wars. Maybe if I mention Star Wars 3 different times, it'd be like Beetlejuice and Mr. Gorell will show back up, because I know that he was here earlier. And so Mr. Gorell. So picked up some Star Wars. First one is Star Wars #1. This is the premiere variant. So you see the little black and white shade there. Star Wars Vader Down #1. This is the fried pie variant, which are distributed through Books A Million and Second and Charles. Now these are really the ones, and a lot of them were cover buys, but these Mark Brooks covers were just so sweet. And this is Star Wars Vader Down #1, Mark Brooks cover. And Vader Down, I believe I remember this correctly, Jason Aaron wrote it, but it's a one-shot, so there's only one issue. And I already had it, but I just didn't have those covers. But this is the Darth Vader, the ongoing series, not the current one that 3 just came out yesterday. But this is a tie-in to Vader Down. So it was a Vader Down one-shot. That's part 1. And then this is part 2. But this is in the regular series. Darth Vader 13. Again, a Mark Brooks cover. Sweet. Then we've got Star Wars number 13. Looking menacing. He's like, "You're not going out dressed like that." "I'll dress like whatever way I want, Dad." "You're not going dressed out like that. No, daughter of mine. I will use the Force and kill that boy." Yeah, so this is Vader Down 3. So this is a crossover into the Star Wars run that was happening at that time. Then we got Darth Vader #14. Another great Mark Brooks cover. And Star Wars 14. This is Vader Down 5. So I'm missing Vader Down 4. Wonder how that is. Must have been in another series because it crosses back Darth Vader to Star Wars. Well, I bet it crossed over to Dr. Aphra because I think that's the only other series they had going at that time. But so yeah, Chewbacca and I forget the other guy's name, which leads me to believe it's Aphra because here she is on the other one, and that's the Wookiee that's in that. Great, another Mark Brooks cover there, and that is Darth Vader number 15. So pretty cool. Forgot I picked those up. He threw those up as a lot the last auction we were at. So a week later, I am getting the deal. So notice I was bragging on the Postal Service, and I noticed that this thing has gotten wet. Now, I don't know, it had stopped raining by the time it got to my house, but I know this is from Discovery Bay. What's going on, Don Dizzle? It is 3:21 in the morning, so you are in the future. Great Scott! K. Titus is in the future. This is heavy. So Don Dizzle, thank you for joining us. K. Titus as well. And man, K. Titus, you keep late hours, dude. So yeah, it got wet a little bit. Fortunately, I had also got this from Discovery Bay. And so shout out to JB over at Discovery Bay who sent me this shirt. So cool shirt, Comic Book Cousins shirt that came in, and size large, I believe. What I told him. Extra large is fine too. And had a package of comics. And JB he was in the selling mode just all the time. Every week he was selling them, and usually they were $2-3 rounds. And then he started selling on some other channels. I don't know if he just with his girls going back to school or ran out of comics. That's probably doubtful since he's got so many. But yeah, so he had these books for him, and got this. So Dark Knight number 3, The Master Race. And this is an awesome homage cover to The Return of the Dark Knight number 1, the lightning strike, him in the crowd. That's an awesome cover. If it was on the cheap, I would have picked it up just for that. You see that it does have a certificate of authenticity. This is a Dynamic Forces variant. And but this is the reason why I bid on it. Yep, back again. Flash by night. Got an early mail day today. Decided to get it in since I got plans for tomorrow. Is that right there? That Batman remark is so dope. And I mean, it just set that off. And I'm thinking, so it starts with a K. Yeah, Ken Haeser. Haeser. I'm not familiar with his work, but dope Batman remark. I really don't like remarks typically because it is just so crowded on there, and it kind of takes away from the deal. But here, I guess just because the layout of the page, I mean, it worked really awesome. Had to get it. Picked it up from him. Him and Drew Manchu were having an auction, and I picked it from them on the cheap. Then we got Batman Detective Comics $9.94. This is just one picked up. I actually think I got this in a free round. Somebody was buying it. Then we got Batman Detective Comics $9.98. Matter of fact, I was looking for that the other day. I had it on my list as I had one. Yeah, it does blend in well with the lighting, and I think that's what made it pop. Pun intended, I guess. That's what it made pop to me was the fact that it blended in so well to the lighting. But yeah, Detective Comics $9.98. So when I buy these on these auctions, I go ahead and put them into my CLZ app. I've got to figure out a better way to record it that I have purchased it, but it's not yet here. and I think there's probably a way to do that. It might not be exactly for that reason, but I'm thinking there's a way to do that, because I don't want to, because I go to comic shops all the time and ordering online and YouTube auctions galore. Everybody's got their own YouTube auction, so I don't want to accidentally buy stuff multiple times. If it was a Batman 227 or 251 or something like that, you would know if you bought it more than once. But these smaller issues, not so much. He's back. Come to the light, child. But yeah, so Perry, have you watched Poltergeist yet? I'm sure you have. No. I stopped and started up again. So yeah, I got these comics in the mail early, and I got supposedly going to do a collab with a big haul that I got that I mentioned earlier with somebody else in the community tomorrow. So I wanted to kind of get these out of the way. Detective Comics 1018. So for those of you just joining, I did drop a link up at the top for no little Vernons, but for anybody that is interested in jumping on with me, don't plan on being here a long time. You know how that's famous last words, but these are just some fillers. So I think I got this one for free. This is from JB's auction as well. Red Hood and the Outlaws #6. And of course, this is a callback to Jason Todd's first appearance after retcon. So his first appearance is with Killer Croc, got Batman in the water tank and all that kind of stuff, and then the retcon one has Jason Todd stealing the tire off of the Batmobile, which is what they're doing right here. So that's a callback to that. Always like those kind as well. Warlord, hello, how are you? You sent me that list. I have not forgotten about it. I was looking at my typical LCS, and I'm going to Georgia next week and going to be on the hunt, and I imagine I'm going to be able to help you out with that list. Let's see. Bub says, I'm at work, or I would totally come on for a different reason. Yeah. So then we've got Transformers All Hail Optimus, $2. Bought this for off of the auction. Red Hood and the Outlaws #28. This is from the New 52 series. We got Detective Comics 1013. Picked that up for $3. There. And we got Detective Comics 9.99. Picked it up for $3 buckaroos. So then we got Marvel Spotlight on Captain Marvel. Picked it up for $4. Bob McLeod. It shows him signing. I don't know if he drew it or he inked it, but yeah. So #1 there. That was pretty cool. And this is the reason why I mentioned earlier that I put these in my CLZ app, is because I bought this for $3. It's Batman 469, and I don't know. Sometimes those auctions go a little fast, and I don't follow back up with the seller to remind me what I got and that kind of thing. So I'd already purchased this, and then I was at the Huntsville Comic Con a couple weeks ago, picked it up for $1. I mean, so it's not the end of the world. Batman is easily sold. I do auctions, and so I'll throw it in there and sell it and get my money back. No big issue. No big issue. But for those of you who came in late, I did get my Comic Book Cousins t-shirt from JB over at Discovery Bay. So glad to pick that up. And then there's a comic book channel. I mean, it's been around a little bit because it's already got 1,000 subs, but it's called Newbie Comics. How can you be a newbie? You already got 1,000 subs. So anyway, he had an auction. He had an auction Saturday. So on was it on? No, it was on YouTube. And a couple different people that I've never met before. There was one person, I'm trying to remember who it was that I did know that was on there. So I bought a comic book, and I'll show you what it is in a minute. One comic book. And the guy mailed it like this. And he charged me $7 for shipping. That's not a very good way to make any money or even think to break even. So, because where did I get a big box for? Because usually those are reserved for slabs. There are times I have mailed, some floppies in there. But typically those are slabs. And so I didn't buy no slab from him. So you put this book in here. And so this has gotten to be kind of a hot book. I wasn't buying it for that reason. I bought it because it is a birthday book for me. So next week is my birthday, a week from yesterday, as a matter of fact. And so this is a birthday book in the sense that it was released at the same time as the month and the year I was born. So this is What If Jane Foster Had Found the Hammer of Thor. So when they released Thor, God of Love and Thunder, this became kind of an issue because they feel like they were going to draw from that. And but this was August of 1978. And so that's why I picked it up. And so I picked it up on the cheap. It's a mid-grade copy. He had graded it a 1.0. And I think he's a newer seller. And so obviously he's just afraid to oversell the item. It's definitely not a 9.8 by no means, but it's not a 1.0. Okay, so this is a not square bound, but a glue bound book. And so it's not stapled. So can't really get serious into the pressing. There are some pressable defects on here. If I was so inclined to do so, probably not. But the other thought that he said there was some stars on here, and I'm trying to figure out what he was talking about with stars because I don't see any. Because when he said stars, I thought because they used to stamp those in military bases. It's like, well, that's cool, but I don't see it now, so I don't know what he was talking about. But it does have a date stamp, so thought that was pretty cool as well. Used to so yeah, I think he just wanted to underestimate, under promise, over deliver, which is great. It's your birthday, not today, but pretend anyway. Yeah, it will be next week. But he threw in this Marvel card from back in the 90s of Thor, and picked that up as well. So pretty cool. This is of the birthday books, and Rob Boswell did a video on how to find your birthday book. I just Google books released in August of 1978, and My Comic Shop has them. But this is probably the priciest of the books that came out that year. And I've got, of course, the Uncanny X-Men that came out that month, and the Captain Marvel that came out that month, because it worked out great because it was August 1978 and it's issue 19. So it worked out really good because 19 is the day. And so he put in this top loader. So pretty cool. It's definitely not a 1, but it's probably a 4, 4.5. If I wanted to press it, if I was worried about that, I could certainly do that and pick that grade up. So going to drop the link again. If anybody is not at work and so inclined to jump on, as long as there's no little burn-ins, you can certainly do so. probably everybody in here is already aware of this bad boy. And of course, I did mention it in my stream earlier today, but I did want to bear witness again that, well, maybe I should have just turned my hat sideways, or took my hat off, changed my hat, J Hood, to change the scenery up a little bit. No, it's another stream, so I got some more books in. What's going on, Who Dat? How are you today, sir? Down south, just got some showers came through. Who Dat? Is it raining down south of here? But so yeah, this one will be given away fairly shortly because we're only just a few subscribers away from YouTube from hitting that. And then we've got a bigger announcement for the next giveaway. He changed his underwear. No, that's not true, Bub. I hadn't done that for quite a few days now. So yeah, so we are 11 subscribers. So be sure to share the channel out. Who Dat says it just stopped raining here. Oh yeah, it come like quite the storm, and it passed just as quickly as it started. But yeah, but that is all that I've got, folks. Be sure to check the channel out. Don't be surprised when I go live tomorrow, because it is is not. I won't have the same clothes on. But be sure to check that out, or be looking for that tomorrow, because got some big books dropping. Who Dat? How's your schedule for tomorrow? Well, never mind. I'll just hit you up on IG because you're an aficionado in this particular subject, and I thought maybe to get somebody else's opinion on the purchase, which I think you might know. I know Dead Zone Citizen and a couple other ones do, but you might know as well. You will reuse Saturday's clothes. That's right. Well, I turn these inside out. And just continue to use them that way. Well, and so I've got the show tomorrow. And got the show tomorrow, and I'm not sure of the time yet, trying to work that out. And then also Saturday, and then the show tonight. So I'll be on Thunder God's channel tonight. What's going on, Magic Lasso? Thanks for joining us. I'll be on Thunder God's channel tonight, selling a few books. Nothing too terribly pricey. Mostly just little bronze, little copper, little modern stuff on the cheap, especially if you like comic book runs. You actually like to read the stuff. Got some stuff that you might be interested in over on Thunder God channel. So check that out. Tomorrow I've got the reveal on the books. I'm trying to work with the other people that I'm trying to get on the stream time-wise. And then also Saturday, I will be on Tacoma channel selling books with Lady Fantastic, Tacoma, Adrian APM, I think is supposed to be there. And Short Box, Padawan or Shorty, is supposed to be there, but I think she's got to work Saturday, so I don't think she's actually going to be there for that particular auction. But yeah, so got a busy week. Hopefully everybody else has had some chance to pick up some books and read them, and because this was a pretty big week for me in new comic books. It might not have been such a big week in older books, which has been a lot of what I've been buying, but it's been a bigger week for me in new. Yeah, Jay Hood, if you want. Oh, if both my hairs weren't such a mess, See, I feel like Gilbert's boss, Magic Lasso. So I lay on the side of my pillow at night, and my hair does this. And then I flip over, and then it does the same thing. And so when I wake up, it's like that. I'm Dilbert's boss. You know, the hair sticking up on the side. So I do like she did it, just maybe not as gracefully or well timed. Okay, cool. I'll hit you up on IG. And then to your question, hit Tacoma Comics up. We've kind of had this consortium, and everybody kind of does, keeping a small group of people runs through the auction faster. You know, a couple of different things that we wanted to do, and but we will need guest people, as people like myself, Shortbox, were not able to be on there, wanted to keep the filler in there as well. So hit them up if you are interested in doing that. Magoo is in the house. Magoo must be laughing at my Mary Tyler Moore impression. Yeah, so as long as I don't start singing Laverne and Shirley, we're gonna make our dreams come true. Oh yeah, so starting to show some of my age, but anyhow, do appreciate everybody for stopping by. Just these few minutes to check on what I got in the mail today on the haul, and be looking for some stuff, like I said, to drop tonight over on Thunder God's channel, tomorrow on my channel, and then another auction. Well, tomorrow's not an auction, but Saturday's another auction over on Tacoma Comics channel. So do appreciate everybody. Everybody stay safe out there. Until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.